Welcome back to Aldous Crabanti in action from the Investchem Formula 1600s. Now with race 2, a couple of little tinkers here and there, maybe some tyre pressure changes. The wind has picked up, so we might have to take that into account. The crowd are certainly looking forward to all the action that's happening not only on the track but off it as well. They've gone all out here to make it a fantastic Extreme Festival experience, and everybody that's been here has had an absolute blast. Josh Dolenchek will look to finally make his way up possibly into the top 5. That's where he wants to be. Let's see what he can do now in race number 2. Liam Pienaar definitely wants to be there again. He had a great race 1. The lights go on. Lights out. And it's Julian van der Walt looking to keep everybody else at bay. We're on board here with Liam Pienaar. A little bit further back as he has to do some work now through this pack of cars. And the Phoenix Jewelers man will definitely be pushing hard as he heads down into turn 1 and trying to stay on that inside line, not allowing anybody to squeeze him out. Stewie White goes defensive right from the word go. Cam O'Connor this time doesn't lose out on that third position, and he gets up into third ahead of Gillespie. And that's exactly where he wanted to be, so he didn't have to fight all the way through the second heat. He wants to now try and fight it out with Stuart White, one of his good rivals and, of course, ex-teammate out of the RKT karting team. Brad Benningfield is going to apply the pressure right from the word go as we go on board with him onto the back end of Gillespie, looking for a chance to quit, maybe just squeeze him out early on and then let the pressure come from behind. Gillespie has to do some work. Remember, he lost out with that cowl and it's back on, fortunately. But here comes Pienaar. Pienaar having to work a bit further up. A little touch there between Pienaar and Scove. That was not expected, but he had a big look on the inside. Scove turned in his normal position, and Pienaar now drops back 1, 2, 3, 4 positions behind Lieutenant Colonel Alan Meyer. Alan Meyer behind Donnie Lamola. Just ahead of them there was Wesley Vosloo and Josh Dolenchek. But what a big mistake right from the word go there. That's going to be costly there for young Liam Pienaar. Hopefully he can come back into it. Oh, is that Schofield? It is. What a pity there. Ian Schofield just running out of road, running out, maybe a little bit of talent as well as he headed into the Dunlop wall. But Schofield making a big mistake there into the final turn. Good move here from Donnie Lamola into turn 1, sneaking up on Andrew. Let's have a quick look at that from Brendan Tracy's point of view. Scove heading into the hairpin, and looks like there's just absolutely no brakes whatsoever. So that's a nice shot from Brendan Tracy's point of view. Maybe we got a shot here from Schofield's own point of view. Yes, indeed. No brakes. Oh, God, that's going to hurt. Fortunately, he tried to just scrub off a little bit of speed, so I take back what I said about the lack of talent. Great driving there to avoid getting a big accident, but also showing the strength of these cars. Up into the hairpin. It is all about Van der Walt, Stuart White, and O'Connor. Let's find out from Scove exactly what went wrong.
Coming into the hairpin, I got hit by a car from behind. I think it was Liam Pienaar. The car jumped in the air, but what he must have done is caught one of my brake hoses, and the brake hose broke. Obviously didn't know about it. When I arrived here, hit the brake pedal, there was no brakes.
Well, fortunately, as I said, using his skill to scrub off a bit of speed, and ended up in the tyre wall nonetheless, and out of this race, but I'm sure he'll be back real soon to fight out at the next round. But as we get into this race now, things are starting to heat up. We've got a two-way battle here at probably 5-6, and Dolenchek looking for an opportunity through on Brad Benningfield, and just up the road, Stewie White fighting with Gillespie and Cameron O'Connor. To the brakes, Benningfield on the inside. Oh, super stuff here. I've got to say, Dolenchek is finding something special here this weekend, and is definitely getting into the grips of what Formula 1600 racing is all about. Just behind him is Andrew Schofield, also starting to close down, and only making a three-way battle here for this position. And you can see it's not going to be an easy one. They're not holding anything back here. Van der Walt is just trying to get away. He doesn't want anybody to play with here today. And you can see Stuart White has not found an answer. Whatever they've done hasn't worked. And as much as he's tried hard, he's unfortunately going to be found wanting yet again. Look at this though, Benningfield starting to get more pressure. And it's not only this time from Dolenchek, it's also from Schofield. Through Chevy, it's also everything she's got. You don't have to back out of that one with these new wings. It just gives you the downforce to power through Chevy almost flat out. And then up into the final turn. First man across the line yet again. And only a couple of laps to go now. Van der Walt out front. White in second. White has been closed down though. Cam O'Connor and Gillespie are closing in on Stewie White. And a possibility they might be able to get up there and get past him. Late braking required down into turn 1. And that's exactly what Dolenchek is doing. Using a little bit of a slipstream effect there. Can he drive around the outside? We saw it earlier on. Oh, he can't. He just cannot do what Cam O'Connor did earlier on in race number 1. Try and drive around the outside there. Maybe the windy conditions caught him out there a little bit. As I said, the wind has picked up. Here comes Pienaar. Pienaar dives in. He'll take that opportunity. No problem at all. And the Phoenix Jewelers man pulls ahead of the Makita Power Tools Miguel here of a fantastic driver, Josh Dolenchek. Dolenchek, as I said, he's slowly but surely getting to grips with this. And once he's got it, a very good possibility he'll be in the hunt. Here you can see from Andrew Schofield, just doing exactly what Vosloo did. Ran a little bit too hot into turn 1. Outbraked himself. Here's his point of view. locks it up, runs wide. Fortunately, not too far off and into that very, very tricky part at the end there where they've got all the drag strip runoff, but managed to keep it and be back onto the track. Here we go. Couple of laps to go. Stuart White still in second. What's happening for third? Here comes that third place battle. Look in the background. Look how hard Gillespie's pushing. Running wide. Oh, in fact, he runs wide and there's a problem there on O'Connor's car. O'Connor slows up. Maybe just missed a gear coming onto the main straight. And Gillespie has gone through. Cameron O'Connor has got an issue. He might be battling with a couple of gears that aren't working. But he's certainly still got some drive. It isn't the drive that you need to go down here. But once you get to the bottom of the straight, he's still got enough to keep him in fourth place. Here comes Donnie Lamola on the inside of Brendan Tracy. Brendan Tracy, no answer. Donnie Lamola moves up. What a bit of driving here from Lamola. Looking for another top 10. She gets through on Brendan Tracy. And Brendan Tracy now has to worry about Donnie Lamola in front of him and Lieutenant Colonel Alan Mayer all over the back of him. And there's going to be a chance there. Gas de Villiers also not too far off there. Also in with a shot. And we go on board with him now as he heads up to the fastest part of the track hangar. And you can see he lifts off ever so slightly. The front cars are not lifting off through there. They are going flat out. Then it's all the way down the gearbox and into the hairpin. Alan Mayer looks left. He's going to try and find a way through on Brendan Tracy. Brendan Tracy will have to be wily. He cannot afford to allow that man through right now. And Alan Mayer is looking every which way but loose to get past him. You can see Donnie Lamola getting away. The lady he was fighting with in the first race. And Lamola is pulling away from all three of these guys. Super stuff to see Donnie in it and giving it everything she can. Brendan Tracy goes on the defensive, coming out. Look at Alan Mayer gets it sideways onto the main straight. Great to see. Julian van der Walt on his final lap here with 3 corners to go as he comes out of the hairpin. That's the third one. Into the second. This is Chevy. And it's a comfortable margin. Couple of seconds up the road there. About 4.5 seconds up the road from Stewie White. White, yet again, having to just scratch that helmet and go, what are we going to do about Julian van der Walt? I don't think anybody's going to answer right now. This man has made this class his very own. Dominated from the word go. And certainly enjoying the wings and slicks option now in the Investchem Formula 1600s. Big fist pump and happy about that one as he takes another victory in the RDSA Investchem Magal. Stuart White in second, Gillespie's third, O'Connor is fourth, eventually losing out there to that battle, and Benningfield hung on for the top 5. In the championship, it's Julian van der Walt with a commanding lead over Stewie White, and then it's Gillespie fighting hard there, you can see, with Cam O'Connor. Only 2 points in it there, and looking forward to the next round. Let's catch up with Stewie White and find out how his day had gone.
Race 2 wasn't too bad in the first half of the race. Second half we struggled a little bit with problems with the gearbox. We hung on for second, so it's a good result for the team. Thank you to Fantastic Racing, Cabran and my mechanic Pete, and of course to Scott and Oxygen, brand new, for all their help and support.
Double win for Julian van der Walt. Who's got an answer for him? Let's find out how his day was.
Yeah, we've had 10 this season full out so far, so we're really happy with the progress. Stuart kept up quite nicely in the beginning. I think we gapped him at the start both races, which gave us the big advantage because the pace was quite similar the whole weekend. So I think we broke the slipstream at the start and then just maintained the lead till the end. But the team's put in a huge effort to the car this week. A big thanks to Ian Schofield for letting the Fords test them run in the Tuesday in PE. That helped us a lot. I think it helped everyone, especially because the track's so abrasive with the tyre wear. And then a big thanks to my mechanic Henrik for all the hard work and Claudia from RDSA.